How? Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart I'm here to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a face of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, the line is waiting to carry you home.
Everywhere you look.
Hello. This is Ryan.
Well, it's Craig.
Okay. And this is episode 7, right?
Ramona's Not So Epic Birthday Party.
Of Fuller House. Can I say the show first? Thanks. Episode 7 of A Fuller House Experience. This is, as Craig said...
our show. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is, as Craig said, episode 7 of Fuller House, which is called...
Ramona's Not So Epic Birthday Party.
There you go. Good. And this is a good one.
Well...
No, it's not.
Not. Let's not get their hopes up. In case they haven't seen it.
So the episode begins, Fernando got the wrong cake.
Oh, yeah.
The worthless idiot. I forget what did he get. It was said...
it was Happy Retirement Father something.
Right.
Father Rodrigo, I think.
Okay. I don't even remember that. I watched this morning. So then Fernando apparently has a pork fried rice tattoo.
Oh,
this was
yes.
a conversation about like Chinese tattoos, and so apparently he has one that says pork fried rice.
Yeah, and his argument is, well, he loves pork fried rice.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's a good opening.
Yeah.
Promising.
Mm-hmm. And then there's one more thing when he's, they promise not to be dramatic. And he goes on this big speech about how he's not going to be dramatic.
That he's being dramatic.
Yes.
That's the joke.
And I think he's the new Kimmy Gibbler.
Why? Just because he's so...
Well, just because he's the joke of the show now.
Right. Yeah, he comes in and everybody laughs.
He's the dumb guy that does all the punchlines at his own expense.
Yes,
yeah,
he's the jester of the Fuller House court. As I've always said.
Now that Kimmy's been upgraded to a leading role.
Anyway, it's Ramona's birthday, and she gets new shoes.
Yes, designer shoes.
From, I think, Joseph Campbell. I don't know if that's a real...
Yeah.
Steve's back.
Ugh.
What? You don't like Steve? I like Steve.
Hate him.
Oh. Why?
Because he's so... It's like very perverted how forward he is.
Yeah, you're right. They did ruin... I mean, Fuller House has ruined a lot of the only tolerable characters from Full House.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Steve's back. And again, I did write down, I forgot how uncool Steve is. Because he says he has a big empty bed, and then he says,
oh my gosh.
Quote, that's just a reminder that I'm not dating anyone.
Mm-hmm. Well, first he tries to be smooth, and she like turns him down and tries to move on with the conversation.
And he immediately gets sad.
And he's like, well, what I was implying was that I'm
not
dating anybody. Awkward. Awkwardly forward.
That's not good. I think cut to the vet office, and Son of Ponytail is there, and there's some cheap adult dog heat. Not puppy heat per se.
Okay.
It's adult dog heat. It's still a dog. It's still cheap heat.
Yeah.
Steve is jealous of Son of Ponytail, and Son of Ponytail declares himself, quote, straight and single, quite nervously, I noticed.
Well, it was the way Steve went around it. He's like, so you have a wife? He's like, no. Oh, that means you have a husband.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, he
backed him into a corner.
He seemed very defensive. Steve wants to set him up with Kimmy, because he's obviously in love with DJ. So he wants to set Son of Ponytail up with Kimmy. And DJ, for some reason, thinks this is a great idea, even though I think she think Son of Ponytail is cute?
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. DJ says there will be wine at the party, and Son of Ponytail says, oh, drinking with other people. That's a refreshing change of pace. And that's our first hint that Son of Ponytail is an alcoholic, which is a weird subplot that they kind of touch on. And it's a little terrifying.
Oh, they do come back to it later.
They come back to it a decent amount.
Yeah.
And everybody laughs it off. It's a little dark for Fuller House, I would say.
Well, there's surprisingly a lot of dark things in this show.
Yeah. Yes, honestly.
Next episode, which we'll talk about.
Right, so he says, oh, drinking with other people, that's a refreshing change of pace, and they both laugh. And you could tell his laugh is a little pained.
A little sadder.
So at the Full House, DJ dusts a framed photograph of Bob Saget. Bob Saget, which I actually kind of want.
It looked great.
It was just...
the closest thing we could get to a cameo this episode.
Yeah.
It was just a framed picture of one of them.
Being dusted. Max comes in.
Ugh. I wrote multiple times on this notebook, Max sucks. All caps.
He's no good. He's bad news when he comes in. Speaking of, he says, I've got good news and bad news. I finally got Cosmo to poop outside. Bad news is it was outside my bedroom. So he lied. It wasn't outside.
Yeah, he got their hopes up and then
Why
let
even
them down.
say that?
Oh.
Also, I'm glad. I'm glad that there's poop outside of his bedroom, honestly. I hope nobody cleans it up. I wrote down next line. I said, God, this kid sucks.
Okay, we both wrote the same thing.
There's a Mary-Kate and Olsen.
Oh.
Excuse me. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen reference.
Because they're designers in New York.
Guess who got it? The crowd.
The crowd.
They laughed.
Got it and bought it.
They loved it. Kimmy said, at these prices, no wonder they don't need to act anymore. Which is kind of a sad reflection on the cast of Fuller House because they
Everybody
really
else. Do. That's so true.
So she kind of burned herself a little bit there.
Yeah, that was more sad on her part, I guess.
I guess she sunk the ship to kill the captain. You know?
Wow. Yeah.
DJ said, I keep forgetting you did hair to Fernando. And I also did.
I think that was the first time they mentioned it.
Yep.
In a very weird way.
I guess that was the way of bringing it up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Whatever it takes to use some exposition.
I'm surprised they weren't in the kitchen for that. Because that's where they like to shout their exposition.
Exposition, yeah.
Expository lines. Also, maybe because he's never around and it would be a weird thing to constantly bring up that he was a hairdresser.
Yeah, like it's not that common where you talk about your current job.
Right.
Much less your past job.
Anywho.
But whatever.
But then he says he's in auto racing. So what does this man do?
Oh, yeah. That was very strange.
They just all of a sudden he's like in Formula One.
Yeah.
Okay. He's multi-talented.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fernando and Kimmy met. Who cares?
What are we talking about?
When they said how they met, and then I obviously didn't care enough because I literally
their
wrote
origin
down,
story.
Who cares? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
I don't even think it matters.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
No, I'm not even gonna think about it.
All right, good.
So Jackson.
Oh yes.
Is spraying various colognes on himself.
Well, Axe body spray.
Technically, it could be a cologne.
Let's not, All
right, fine.
It's Axe body
Steph
spray.
comes in, helps him not look like such an ass.
Well, first he says something that's pretty perverted. Like he said a lot of perverted things so far in this series. She walks in and he's like, "Well, they weren't joking about Axe attracting girls."
Right. Oh, right. And it's his aunt.
It's his aunt.
He doesn't care. He's already shown he's a little twisted. A little twisted up there.
Oof.
So Stephanie tells Jax, have some faith in your swagger.
I mean, it was build up to the joke. Oh, I've got swagger. It's the name of this Axe body spray can.
Yeah. Does it matter if the joke sucks, though?
It's happened a lot.
By the way, have some faith in your swagger will become my go-to advice to anybody now. Come on, Craig, have some faith in your swagger.
Feels good to hear it, actually.
There's some puppy on toilet heat.
Oh, yeah. Gotta potty train him. Yeah,
Max said that the potty trainer worked on him, and I feel like he only stopped using it like 3 months ago.
Maybe.
So, yeah, there's a puppy on the toilet.
Yeah, so there you go.
Ramona gets applauded as she walks down the stairs, and Fernando is wearing a Hawaiian shirt for the party. I thought that was interesting. That's a cool thing to wear.
It was a long sleeve Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
There's a pouty lips joke because they're taking pictures and they're like, oh, dude, pouty lips. That's pretty good. Son of Ponytail brings Hawaiian Punch and tequila.
There he goes. That's another alcoholic reference.
Beginning to think he has a problem.
For the adults, I got some tequila.
Yeah, and then teacher's like, oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'll take that.
Cool. DJ and Son of Ponytail do this tired ass routine where they keep saying things about Fernando being in the picture while he's getting
that went on for a long
pictures.
time.
Oh my! It was at least 45 seconds.
Kimmy and Fernando are hugging. And he's like,
taking
"Well, they sure
pictures.
seem attached."
Yeah, man.
It looks like he's in the picture.
That was miserable.
Man. And then he was like, "I could go on all day." Like, no, please don't.
Prayed that he wouldn't. Lola's back. We like Lola.
Oh yeah,
We like Lola.
Lola's cool.
She's mean.
She's literally the cool one.
Yeah, she's mean. That's why she's cool.
Yeah.
Because she has a strong character trait. Girls love compliments, said Stephanie in a sweeping generalization.
What was this?
She said girls love compliments to...
telling Jackson to go up and compliment her?
Yeah, and so what does Jackson say? Do you remember what he says?
Well, first Steph says, well, tell her that her eyes look great and her hair looks beautiful.
Right.
And so then he tries.
So what does he say?
Walks up, Lola, you have beautiful hairy eyes.
Yep. That's what he says.
Yeah. And then he's like excited about it.
And he's like, nailed it.
Yes. And he kind of did if you look at the rest of the episode.
I forget the rest of the episode. I'm remembering it as I read.
We'll get there.
Ramona's epic birthday party. I think that's what Stephanie said. Epic.
Jinxed it.
The power goes out, so Stephanie turns music on her phone, and then she answers a call.
Worst DJ. Flashback to Coachella when she
2
did the same
ago,
exact thing.
When she headlined. I wouldn't even hire her for a birthday party.
At
honestly.
this point.
There's a stupid zombie scene with DJ where
they just threw it in there because they know it's topical.
What did Max say? Oh, I think it's a zombie.
Yeah, well, the power could be out, or it could be a zombie attack.
The zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, he tells the dog it might be the zombie apocalypse. His only friend at this point.
Yeah.
Is Cosmo.
It's deteriorated.
So the ice cream cake melted.
Ugh.
You know, what a bummer.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
boy.
something you could easily not do.
Yeah.
If you know it's ice cream cake, don't leave it out all day. But,
I wonder if anybody who watched this show was like legitimately bummed out that the ice cream cake melted. They're like, oh, I was looking forward to watching them eat it. Stephanie instructs everyone to pair up and make out, and she should be arrested for this.
They're teenagers or below.
They're
tweens.
They're 13. She's 13. Ramona. Yeah. They had the number 13.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of her friends are probably 12.
Yeah.
Not that 13's any better.
So she instructs everyone to pair up and make out. Yeah. Should be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make this clear. Stephanie should be arrested for this.
She was the only adult supervisor at this party.
Yeah.
And this is what she's saying.
Ramona says, this is not as epic as I hoped, which is a common complaint for me. I like to say that if I walk into a room.
In general.
This is not as epic as I hoped. Have faith in your swagger. DJ tries to introduce Son of Ponytail to Kimmy. Then she starts choking. And then Son of Ponytail does a Heimlich, and guess who walks in? Fernando. And he gets a little peeved-o. Because, he's doing the Heimlich, and then
you know what you see.
Yeah.
It says it all.
Because, everyone in the show is unforgivably stupid. DJ then says to Son of Ponytail, you're pretty funny when you've had some tequila in you, which is maybe the number one thing not to say to an alcoholic, because it completely encourages that behavior. So great job, DJ. Honestly.
She didn't pick up any of the signs.
You are crushing it with this guy. And he says, you look cute when I've had some tequila in me. Not the best compliment either. So
no. It's got a weird implication.
The crowd oohed. Also, they're like, ooh. So Steve's at the door.
I feel like he's always right outside the door.
Yeah, he's waiting for the director to say action. Go ahead, Steve.
That's deep.
Ramona walks. Oh, he walks. Son of Ponytail.
Matt.
Steve walks Matt to the car.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's Steve's contribution to the episode. Ramona walks in, her and her parents arguing, and she gets sad and she goes upstairs. Everyone then walks into the bedroom. So they talk about something.
Well, yeah, it's Kimmy, Fernando, and Ramona.
Right.
And they're talking about how things are going to be different, and just because we're apart doesn't mean we're not going to be a family anymore. And it's really sweet. And then Ramona says, I don't even feel like going downstairs. I just want to stay up here. And then DJ, she brings in this parade of all her friends, like in a candlelit, in the dark.
Multiple candles lit. There are like 5 or 6 candles.
A whole like line of cupcakes.
So everyone walks into the bedroom singing "Happy Birthday." There's an Instagram ref because I think Lola says, "Oh, this was actually turned out to be a pretty cool party. Just don't check Instagram for a few days."
I mean,
so
people
I guess
were
she tore
trashing
her apart and said, "Worst. This is the worst." Ramona says essentially that she wished for her parents when she blew out the candles to get back together, and then she glares at them, and so that's a little bit of pressure on Fernando and Kimmy, and they even look at each other like, oh boy, we might have to do this. The party gets restarted. Max is still talking about zombies. I wouldn't mind if they killed him off.
I don't know about killing him off. I wouldn't mind if they send him to private school.
Military school.
Oh.
Kimmy and Fernando kiss.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
This is another moment where Max sucks.
Cosmo and Max are in the doghouse, and they're, I guess they're watching it, and the dog barks for some reason. And so they know he's a total narc, so they're like, can you maybe not tell Ramona or anybody? He's like,
Flashback.
Oh, I'm so bad at keeping secrets.
Flashback to Jackson and his friend Popko.
Yeah.
All that candy.
Nice callback to
right?
Popko.
Max can't keep a secret.
That's so true. Wow.
You gotta keep that in mind. I respected that.
Consistent writing from Fuller House.
They're building the character.
So they can take him down.
Game of Thrones style.
Everyone runs away from DJ, and she shrugs, and that's how the episode ends. She shrugs, a final shrug.
Yeah.
So Craig, I didn't even hate this episode. I just there's nothing in it.
Yeah. Because the thing about the Coachella episode, which we both agreed was the worst episode,
possibly of TV ever,
like it's because they went out on a risk and did all these ridiculously dumb things.
Right.
But this was so
it was at least entertaining to watch.
It was so formulaic, this episode.
This is just a slog.
Oh, it was the worst one to watch, but Coachella is still the worst episode.
Coachella is still objectively the worst episode of television I've ever seen. So that's episode 7.
Yes.
Of a Fuller House experience, and the show, Fuller House.
Yes.
Getting closer and closer.
We're past the halfway mark, guys. We got it.
So thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.